Yeah, legend status, ask about the name. I've been putting in work, collecting the fame. Up in the stat while they watching the 10 in the game. Either you in it or just a critic, man, we ain't the same. I'm focused on making this history.
So today is going to be a very interesting video. So this is old Dubai, right? So we're basically in Dubai, Karama, and so this is like the origins of Dubai. So for me, this is home because I grew up in these streets actually. So most of these buildings I see around, they've been here for at least 25, 30 years. Why today's video is interesting is I'm going to see the plot of Bay Grove. I think Bay Grove is one of like, it's funny. I think 2 weeks ago I said I think the island is one of the best launches in the market. But then now when Bay Grove came, that's how dynamic it is. I think Bay Grove is one of the best products up to 2024. The price is unbelievable. Now, just yesterday, I've been getting a couple of messages on Instagram and YouTube that, hey Zohaib, can you check the plot if it's on the flight path? So I'm going to go to the plot of Bay Grove. I'm going to show you two questions that I really wanted to answer before we reach the plot. One is, hey, what is the traffic situation? I feel like that location where Arva am and Dubai Islands is, there's a lot of traffic. I will explain the role of the Infinity Bridge, and we're going to go to the plot and check if it's in the flight path or not. And another interesting part of today's video is that I'm going to show you a glimpse of how Dubai Island's Sinea Island is going to look in the future and how we're going to find out. So did you see that bridge? That's the Infinity Bridge. See, now you must understand. See, I've been living here all my life, right? So that's like 18, sorry, that's too less. 35 plus years in Dubai. So you must understand one thing. Now, maybe I should make one of the videos where how Dubai is getting into industrialization, how they're getting into AI, how it's one of the first countries in the world to get salaries paid by crypto. I mean, the way Dubai is advancing is unbelievable. We can even talk about the war situation now. When people, a lot of people got concerned between the Iran-Israel war. Now, when I started discussing how it is, again, I'm not supporting war. War is a horrible thing. Let's discuss this later. I don't want to get into this, but how it's positively affecting the real estate, how many investors are coming to Dubai as a safe haven. But look at that bridge. See, now this is how high-end communities work in Dubai. See, there will always be special access. You know, if I were going to Deira at this stage, so below this street, it's Deira. If I went to Deira, there's a lot of traffic. But because I'm going to Dubai Islands, I can use the Infinity Bridge. Look at that. It's right there. It's so beautiful. So that's the night market in Deira. Right opposite that is basically Dubai Islands. Now, this board that you see, Al Mamzar. So Mamzar is sort of the border, like after Mamzar, but Mamzar is basically the border between Dubai and Sharjah. Okay, so this is amazing. Hyatt. This used to be one of the best hotels. When I was growing up, I think one of the top hotels in Dubai was actually the Hyatt. The best nightclubs and everything was basically the Hyatt. Now it's a different situation. I think a lot of fancy hotels have come up. So that skyline that you see, that's the Sharjah skyline. And it does look, nowadays Sharjah is developing a lot. They've come up with one of the biggest, they're coming up with again a lot of interesting villa communities. Today we'll have a little glimpse of how Abu Dhabi looks like as well. I gave it out, okay. That's how we're going to get a glimpse of Deira Island, Sinea Island. How it's going to look is basically we're going to head towards Yas Island. So I'll give you an idea of how it looks. Despite of which, why Dubai is one of my safest and favorite investment options, but always you need to study all the markets. Technically, we're studying all the markets across the world, whether it's like, for example, one of my friends bought 10 acres of land in Lombok in Thailand, and we were understanding the investment opportunities over there. You need to study all the investment opportunities and invest in the right one. That's the idea, right? So when it comes to the Middle East, we need to understand Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Quain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, all of that. and then make a sensible decision. So I'm constantly studying various markets. Right now, let's head towards the plot. Now look at the exit towards Dubai Island. It's so beautiful. Have a look. See, there's zero traffic. Again, but if you ask me the distance from from downtown Dubai to Dubai Islands is going to take you at least 30 minutes. So how do you know whether a project is on the flight path or not? You literally just come and sit over here. That's it. So that's the Park Regis Hotel. I'm not going into the hotel, but see, this is the exact location of the plot. Let me show you. So this is the actual location of the plot. It's right in front of Park Regis Hotel. Now I don't think the last time I came to Dubai Islands, I don't know if you saw the video. I did scuba diving in the sea over here, just to understand how good this is. It the real sea? We did see some. It's not the best place I've done scuba diving, but it is a sea at least. So you can go for a swim. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'll show you the actual beach as well, but we're just gonna hang around over here. You saw the plane passing over there, but I just want to make sure that this is not in the flight path. I'll hang around here for 15 minutes, then we'll show you the beach, and then we'll head over to Yas Island. So that's the sea. Of course, so that'll be the main central island where they'll make it something like a golf course, and all the high-end villas are going to come over there. Will there be projects over here? I'm not sure of. So we should really choose the units. So I've made a selection. I've made a very detailed report on Bay Grove, and I've selected the best units that you should be probably choosing based on locations, based on the floors. You'll have walking access to a beach, which is really big in Dubai. How many places? See the whole coastline. So I've made a very detailed video. Again, it's just 70 kilometers, and you know the prices as well. So this is currently the lowest price point, and Nakheel is famous for having really good sized floor plans. Now let's head over to Yas Island. Have a look at this beach once again. I'll add the video now. Do you see the next flight? Okay, that's going that direction. See that flight? Can you see the plane over there? So that's going in that direction. There were no flights in this current. That's big. So that's going to be probably the biggest factor in this location when you choose an investment, because there'll be some buildings in the flight path, and those prices will get affected. Clearly, always the villas are mostly the safest ones, you know. So those are going to be the ultra luxury villas. There's not going to be much over there. So you can literally see downtown from here. I mean, you can see probably Burj Khalifa from anywhere. But I'm just trying to say that I think this aspect is very important. That the fact that you have a private beach, and sorry, not private beach. You have a beach. You have a beach. Now, there are too many beaches. Artificial beaches, right? So for example, there was a project recently in the Dubai Creek Harbour where it was an artificial beach. It was around 20 meters. It's just not the same thing. That's why I didn't comment on. I don't know what size of a beach is going to come in Maritime City. So these investments are really important because these have the potential to climb. And currently, the prices, like I've mentioned, are fantastic. But again, you really need to choose which floor plan, which units. I'll share the list. See, now that's the flight. This is what I've been trying to capture. So I've driven quite a bit from there, but imagine the projects that you've invested in that section of Dubai Island, where a flight is just going above there is a certain amount of noise. See, like I've mentioned, people do get used to it eventually. That is just too low. Did you see that? I mean, people do get used to it, but then when you try to resell that property or you try to rent that property, sometimes you have picky tenants, you know, and it will affect the prices, because that's what people try to do, right? They try to find fault within your property to negotiate on the price. But if you have top spec in the property that you choose, that's what I've always mentioned. Choose something unique. Choose something, a strong product, a strong floor plan, strong location, strong developer, a brand name. There should be something strong about your investment. So do you see one single building over there? So that's Maritime City. Just to give an aspect of location where we are. So that's Maritime City. In front of that is Rashid Yachar Marina. We are in Dubai Islands. And now we'll be heading to Yas Island. Here, the goal of heading to Yas Island is to have a glimpse of what Sinha Island, Dubai Island has the potential to look like, and then we'll understand the numbers of pros and cons, which would be an interesting investment. Because we have, of course, see, we have Saria by Omniat, we had Portoview by MR, now we have Begro by Nakheel. We can understand the differences. We have Sinha Island. Let's just do the numbers.
Yeah, legend status, ask about the name. I've been putting in work, collecting the fame. Up in the stat while they watching the 10 in the game. Either you in it or just a critic, man, we ain't the same. I'm focused on making this history. Until my top 5 list is listing me. I never got an L on page.
So now, this is a location at Palm Jebel Ali. I don't think we have driving access yet. But, so if you look at that building over there, somewhere over here, there's going to be, of course, a bridge that heads towards the island, like how we do at the Palm. So, let's suppose you want to invest in the around the 1 million bracket. That's this location. Not that I support it, but then see, Palm Jebel Ali is going to be a major tourist attraction. I think again there are better investment opportunities, but this is an option you should consider as well. Because when, again, this is a 5 year, at least a minimum 5 year sort of plan that I'm explaining. As of now, you'll have to like sort of suffer for 5 years, and I'm someone who I can't imagine having a dead investment for 5 years, right? So that's my issue with these locations. But there are a lot of new properties coming on the left, taking advantage of Palm Jebel Ali. Now, again, I'm giving another. See, in most of my videos, you'll see I will teach you how to look at an investment. Now, from Palm Jebel Ali, Yas Island is about what, 45 minutes, 65 kilometers. It's funny, I keep getting the 65 kilometers from I've explained this. From the airport, Imar South, it's around 65 kilometers. Sinha Island is around 66 kilometers. From here, Yas Island is around 65 kilometers. So, see, it's not about the distance, because very soon, it's not the distance that exactly matters. Somebody asked me what's the importance of Maktoum Airport. So somebody asked me what is the importance of Maktoum Airport. See, the importance of Maktoum Airport is for Dubai. Yes, it shows the power of Dubai, that the existing airport is just not big enough. See, Maktoum Airport is already functional. A lot of people have it now is being used for cargo flights and all of it. When the passenger, I think it goes about 220 million, that's when we'll have to start using the Maktoum Airport. It's great for the economy. It shows that Dubai is doing really well as a city. It should give investors strength. I was just discussing about the Iran-Israel war. Now again, not that war is a horrible thing, but whenever there's war, when there was conflict in Lebanon, where do people move? Because in the Middle East, Dubai is considered that safe city, right? So people tend to move towards Dubai, and they start liquidating their assets in their existing countries, and they move to Dubai. Because why is it a safe haven? Because some of the major authorities, I wouldn't have to explain politics to you, but some of the major authorities live in Dubai, so that's why it's considered like a very safe zone. You're not going to have, we have never seen conflict. See, I remember I was here in 92 when there was the Iraq war happening, and I used to see the jets flying towards Iraq, and we were really scared. But even my dad then was like, we used to go to school, and we used to see the jets going around, and a lot of people fled the country then. But then, since then, I've been seeing this, it does not impact. Then another angle to look at it is the oil prices. Yes, there will be fluctuation. See, oil prices are, it's like something talking about US market, China market. The oil market is something really influential. It does control fluctuations in the market. But I feel like Dubai is away from all these situations that occur, because they have created like a haven for investors, for people all across the world, a safe city to live in. So Dubai it's running at a complete different angle, and it is too much of information. Let's head towards Yas Island to understand the investment opportunity that's coming up in Dubai Islands, and then we'll probably head back to the office and run the numbers on comparisons between Dubai Island, RYM, Maritime City, and Sydney Island. Do you see the mangroves over there? Now you'll have to imagine villas over here. That's a senior. This building, I didn't like the building, the Radisson. We're going to go to the next hotel, Crown Plaza. I didn't enjoy the crowd over here. But you get the idea, right? Low-rise buildings. That's the view. That's the vibe. Not funny. Crown Plaza sold out. And today's what, Thursday? Today's a Thursday. Crown Plaza is sold out. In Radisson, they're charging me around 1,000 dirhams a suite. I'm just giving you an idea of the numbers. And this is a suite is like a studio with this view. But I prefer the Crown Plaza to Radisson. Let's go check out the Crown Plaza. So this is like a perfect representation. See those low-rise buildings? That's the view. Now, see, for this current launch, that may not be the case because there is a beach ahead. I'll just confirm with the authorities. If there's a buildings coming in the front, I'll confirm that. To discuss what is the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi real estate, we'll have to schedule a call. I'll explain it in detail about pricing, about the trajectory of growth. But this gives you an idea of Dubai Island, of Sinia Island. Now this just today Damak hit those Damak Islands, but those are mansions. But again, very interesting opportunity. But this is where you should be investing. If it looks like this, you're probably having a very interesting investment. That's the lifestyle, right? Fully sold out. The suites are fully sold out. I'll give you the numbers again, but this is the lifestyle I'm talking about. The numbers are unbelievable considering the point at which you're investing in. But like I said, let's go back to the office, understand the numbers, but this is amazing. Now, there's one sort of hidden concern. Now, it's a little weird, but it's important for me to explain this to you. It's called rich area and poor area. Now, I guess because I'm not white, I'm brown. It's not racist if I say it, so it's okay, right? So, so there is this whole concept of rich areas in Dubai, and there are poor areas in Dubai, right? Now, I keep focusing on like see luxury, ultra luxury, and so features, that help to sort of boost the price. Now, why I'm mentioning this is because I had a lot of comments from people saying, "Oh, we don't want to go there. It's Deira side, So Deira side is the poor, and it was sad when I heard this. It's the poor area of Dubai, and I'm like, hey, excuse me, some of the richest people live over there, the biggest traders, gold traders, but I cannot change the mindset of people, right? So there is this clinging mindset. Now, what are the rich areas of Dubai? Let's say, so if I start from, so Dubai, this is great. This is like, so this old Dubai, so new Dubai, let's say it starts from the trade center roundabout. This is a little old building over here called the trade center. So, well, this is downtown. So if we drive from here, so downtown of course comes in the rich area, City Walk, Jumeirah 100%. Jumeirah is super rich. Like, you've got, this is the Burj Al Arab, you've got the Bulgari here, you've got Medina Jumeirah living here. This is again another rich area, MJL. Lamer and that side onwards are the questions, right? So these are 100%. City Walk, downtown, keep going ahead. You have, of course, your Marina, JBR, Blue Water Island. What else? MJL. So these are examples of like, okay, certified. Why do you think Blue Water Islands is so expensive? A one bed is selling at 5 million. A one bed is selling at 15 million in Bulgaria. Why? Because it's like, I don't know, you go to Dubai Mall and some stores sell pretty much the same handbag for 10,000 dirhams and some people sell it for 200 dirhams. And yet there's a queue in the 10,000 dirhams, unlike the queue for the iPhone 16. It's just something, a mindset, you cannot change that. So that's sort of a stigma
around. So even today, some people call it the Dera Islands. They changed it to Dubai Islands. They try to make it more fancy. And then the concern, another underlying concern is that, okay, I checked on propertymonitor.com. I didn't get any clear. So if you saw the location, there is a plot over here, right? Because there was the hotel over here. And then this project is over here. So choosing the right units is very, very critical. It's not on the flight path. That's a positive. Then there's another concern where the developers. So there are multiple developers. Right? They sold it. So Samana will be coming. Imtiaz will be coming. A lot of no, I'm not classifying any developer on YouTube, okay, but there are many developers coming because Nakheel are the ones behind JVC as well. So they have relationships with a wide spread of developers. Now, for example, in Maritime City or in Emaar RYM, okay, RYM, you know that the whole community is being developed by Emaar, so there's a certain standard. In Maritime City, as of now, the developers see prominently Omnia. That's a big tick. That's like a big tick right there, We've got Prada coming in. then you've got Damac, you have a lot of Danube, you have Select. Select is another big tick. You have DR. So it's another guy called Waxen. I want no comments on this guy, but predominantly pretty decent. The higher up ones are hitting the market. RYM, there'll be a bit of fluctuation those wise as well. Now let me quickly jump into pricing. Now pricing. See, let's say this is an average building. Now whether this is RYM, sorry, am I facing the right way? Okay. RYM, Maritime City, Dubai Islands. This can be used as a template because now it's almost the same thing. So this front end, okay, you'll have a corner 2-bed, which will have, let's say the prime one, which is a really nice view. That's gonna hit the 3.9 to 4 million mark, okay? Then you have the full 3-bed, which will hit the 4.5 to 5 million mark. You'll have some 2-beds on the side over here and 2-beds behind, 100%. Those are the ones which is used in every marketing brochure that they have, because they're going to say it's starting from 2.5 and then everybody's going to contact them and it's going to be like, wow, 2-beds at 2.5, sea facing, private beach. No. This is going to be the ones behind there or on the side there. Probably there's a building on the side. They're pretty confident about it. So that's your 2.5 million. Then you'll have the 1-bed at around 1.8 million. Now 1-bed, 1.8 million plus. Okay, now for me, one of my favorite 1-beds in the whole market, like very premium. It's an Address Grand Creek Harbor. It's selling at 2.5 million, pretty decent views. And that's not very easy to sell, a 1-bed at 2.5 million. So an investor taking up a product like this, these investors are the ones that I push towards the townhouses. Now, this is my sweet spot, but this is the kind of thing that I would probably put in an RYM. Because when I just study, if you study the master plan of RYM, so for example, Porto View, all of that, all of the buildings that are Portofino, or even previously the ocean views that came, I mean, it's literally a bridge over here and it's a path. There's no place to make a building, because I'm scared when I see land and I'm like, okay, it's Dubai, they could build. Because the other day I was in 5 lakhs, I told you, right? And I saw this building right in front of the previous building. So those guys paid such a high premium for those apartments. And then when the new building came in, I can imagine their stock prices sort of plummeting. And similarly, in JBR, people are trying to liquidate their assets. Same case, for example, in the marina, the buildings, like for example, Princess, not exactly Princess, Elite Tower, okay? Elite Tower is one of those towers where had a phenomenal sea view, but now bang in front of it is the W Residence Hotel and the entire Dubai harbor that's coming up. So a lot of Russians got into elite, so they are trying to liquidate their assets very quickly because, of course, the view goes. There's a massive difference in the sort of returns on investment. So you sort of understood the pricing, right? And this is pretty much the case over here. If I have to compare, I don't know if you want me to compare with Cinia and Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is it's very simple. I'll make a separate video on Abu Dhabi because Abu Dhabi, I think there are 3 to 4 developers and about 5 locations in total that we need to understand. It's a very simple market to understand, but then that we can understand on a call. The only comparison to this is probably Cinia. In Cinia, you can get a 2-bed for on the top end, best view, corner unit, massive patio, 2.38 to 2.5, 60/40 payment plan. Very interesting. That's near the casino. It's ultra luxury. Kind of ticks a lot of boxes. I'm not trying to sell Cinia in this video. I'm just trying to give you the facts, as you know. So these are the factors, especially before this, that you'll have to consider. Especially this factor, like whether it's even a villa or townhouse investment, if it's considered as that middle income sector, okay, there's a cap. There will be a cap to it. When does the cap go? When the tag of luxury, rich, ultra luxury. For example, yesterday I was sitting with some clients from the UK. They live in the address and they're like, hey Zohaib, you want to buy something around £5 million. So that's a very common request. They want to buy something around £5 million. We saw Dubai Hills, we didn't like the Sidra. They're like, oh, is that expensive? That's like the government housing in the UK. So that's the sort of expression that I get. But they like the Jumeirah Golf Estates. They really like Jumeirah Golf Estates. They like the harmony in Tilal. They like Tilal Al Ghaf. They like the harmony in Tilal Al Ghaf. They like the high-end section of Dubai Hills where the starting prices of the villas are 40 million. So for me selling the mansions, today Damak Island launched. I love the product, 7 million. Wow, like, the lagoons and everything. See, it's the floor plan. Now, these guys who called those villas like government housing, they were like, they loved the floor plan. I'm not talking about the quality. I'm not going to get that discussion over there. But that basement, they had the gym area, they had a theater, they had private parking for around 7 cars, a nice guest area. And he's like, if I can get all of that in front of a lagoon, why not? I don't like the Cavalli, but if it's just minimalist, white, I want a lot of windows. They're like, we need a lot of windows, floor to ceiling. It's typical like a minimalist contemporary design. And they're very, very happy to proceed with those. I think that's a fantastic product. Damak Islands, I think I'll make a few more videos on mansions. The difference between a mansion and an independent villa is that the independent villa normally does not come with that basement. I think that having that basement is a basement, a private elevator, a private pool, apart from the maid's room, having that driver's sort of outhouse and steam, sauna, open kitchen, dirty kitchen. These sort of things really are the prime differences between an independent villa and mansion. So that's something you should definitely look into. I hope this video made sense. Island, private beach, sea view, coastline is a definitely a good investment. The 4 million 2-bed has the potential to go towards 5 to 5.5 if the view remains. You need to understand what your competition is, and you need to understand what your investment goals are. Basically, based on your investment goal, you can create a strategy. I've always mentioned it really depends on what your investment objective or goals are. I'm going to make 2 very interesting videos on how I bought my mansion. So that mansion is around 12.8 million dirhams, right? So I haven't received my SPA yet. Once I have my SPA, I'll share that with you guys. But what was the strategy behind? Because I had one of my investors, now he's a footballer from Switzerland, right? He was like, Zohaib, I'm stuck in that 2 to 3 million mark, because see, once you enter this mark, your profits are also going to be around this level, right? When you play in this sort of segment. So I'm going to explain to you how I got into sort of bulk deals, started trading those and making those installments pay for my villa, and then make profits accordingly. So that's one very interesting video I'm going to come up with. I think the reports are almost ready. I'm going to explain how the new company structure is going to be, the divisions of it. So there'll be an MZ, which is a consultancy, there'll be a brokerage, there'll be a division for asset management, portfolio management. I'm going to be introduced to one of the crypto kings of Dubai who'll be handling the crypto section, which also will be somebody who's coming up with like a crypto bank. So if you have a Visa card or MasterCard, you'll be able to withdraw cash. Crazy. And something I'm really, really excited about, next week, I'm going to meet the man, a guy from India who's invested 12 billion into the market. So we'll be having an exclusive meeting with the guy. We're going to understand some very interesting stock and understand some really interesting business propositions. I'm really excited. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm planning to have a trip to Singapore very soon. I'll be sharing those details as well. And thank you so much for all the support. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Mohammed Zohaib.